Hey guys, Team Blastoise here with another deck profile. I'm Jonathan.
I'm Joey.
And I'm Zach, and I'm going to be profiling my Geargia traptrix hands. I took this deck to locals today after a bunch of testing with Brandon and Jonathan and Mitch, and I took this to my locals. I ended up going 2-1.
That locals was slight bullshit.
I beat Dragon Lightsworn Rollers, and Harpies, and lost to Mermail. The Mermail matchup, I took him to game 3 though.
Was it like he outplayed you, or did he like top deck?
No, we went into time, and he had stuff set that I couldn't get over. So to start off, 3 Geargia armors.
Geargia.
3 Geargia armor. Armor it's your searcher. You need it at 3. Then you have your 3 Geargia accelerator. Accelerator is what you're mainly going to go for with armor, because accelerator just special summons itself if you have another Geargia on board. 3 Geargia arsenal. With Geargia gear at 1. Now arsenal has a lot more utility because you have to make your Gigant float around a lot.
Arsenal was always good in my opinion.
I mean, people used to run it at 2 before the. I run 2 of each hand, 2 ice hand, and 2 fire hand. I feel like the third one's just kind of cloggy in this deck because the deck isn't really isn't really centered around him, and I can side in the 3rd copy of either or.
Yep.
If need be. 2 Traptrix Marmilio. It searches your trap hole nightmares, the bottomless, and the one regular trap hole that I run. It really helps to adds a stun aspect to an offensive deck, which is good. 2 Geargiano Mach 2. This is the one that you want to draw into. This is the one that you want to go for. It brings it when it's normal. It specials another Geargia from your hand or graveyard. The 1 regular Geargiano. He's still needed for a lot of plays. You don't really want to draw into him. He's going to be your main play for Geargia gear. You can do some wacky stuff bouncing around him and Arsenal.
It's sort of like the wind-up warrior for wind-ups. You don't want to draw it, but you want it in deck because it's good.
Truth words.
And the 1 Birdman, because I like having live synchro plays. I found myself siding him out, though, a lot, because I didn't use him. And that's the monster lineup.
Seems pretty good.
Spell lineup is 2 Soul Charge, 3 is 2 Claw Gain, 1's not enough. The 1 Dark Hole, 1 Mind Control. Actually, against Lightsworns today, I Mind Control, it helps get rid of things. I Mind Control the monster, Xy'd with it. I Mind Control his face down. It turns out to be a Lumina, and then I go with just Geargiano, and I make it rank 3. And then I think the 1 Book of Moon.
Alright, so that's 5 spells, right?
Yeah. For the traps, 3 Reckless Creed. I run this card in every deck I play. I feel like if it's really grinding, you set your Reckless Greed. I don't recommend immediately going for it. I recommend if you're grinding with your opponent, this can be the card that just gives you the extra push that you need to take the game in close games. 2 Wiretap. 3's again too many, and 1's not enough. But you need the Wiretap there. I took a game against Mermail today. Wiretapping the sphere. I mean, it's great. It's an amazing utility card.
10 out of 10.
2-Dimensional Prison, because you can't run Mirror Force because hands are a thing, and the hand destruction isn't as good as it used to be. And the 1 Geargia gear, because it's at 1. Unfortunately, this deck is a lot more wacky when it's not at 1. But you gotta deal with what you're hit.
Roll the punches.
Gotta deal with what you're dealt. Soul Morning, 1 Black Horn of Heaven, 1 Call of Haunted, 1 Torrential Tribute, 1 Compulsory Evacuation Device, and then your 3 Murmillo targets are the 1 Bottomless, the 1 Nightmare, and the 1 Trap Hole.
Now what's with the trap hole?
I hit a Pike with it today. I hit Lila with it today. It's just if you can draw it, if you can get it first turn, like when you're starting to set up, it can stun your opponent. It can slow him down a little bit.
Wait, what's with the one black horn too?
I feel like Blackhorn's like too situational of a card to play at 2. I feel like the 1 is all you really need because I mean you have all the effect negation for like the big monsters and all the answers for like the big monsters if they like attack into stuff. You have all these answers. I mean stopping the. I mean it's just not necessary at 2. I mean I feel like if I drew 2 of it like opening hand, then it wouldn't be like it'd be live, but it wouldn't be as good.
Okay.
And a lot, again, some decks don't use the. We have a lot of guys that are locals who just like play like the Lightsworn deck and they don't go into their extra deck much. We have a lot of guys who like play decks like Frog Monarchs that don't use their extra deck. We have a guy who's been playing Prophecy since like since the deck was released, and he doesn't go into his extra deck much. So it's kind of just depending on what you're going to face.
Well, yeah.
Preferences.
It's always, and I mean, hey, side out target then.
For the extra deck, you have the 3 Gear Gigant X. It's your main card. You need the 3 of them. It keeps searching your gears and keeps your plays alive. The 1 Evil Swarm Exciton and the 1 101 because it's rank 4 utility and they're good.
Would you ever consider running 2 101s?
If I had room, I mean, there's some stuff I like when I want to play. I mean, there is a card that I may think about swapping out for another 101, and I'll mention that when we get to it.
Okay.
The 1 Maestroke, even though like a lot of people say 101's a better version of Maestroke, Maestroke has the Book of Moon effect, and this deck has a problem sometimes with getting over higher attack points. So Maestroke can really help because I was playing against Lightsworn Rulers and he dropped a Tempest on board, and all I had on board was a Silent Honor Arc. So this helped me flip it and get over it. 1 Black Ship of Corn because
so good
with the release of Honor Arc, Black Ship of Corn has seen a lot more play.
And hands too.
Yep.
Yeah. 1 Crazy Box because we do have a lot of people at our locals who play Dark World Skill Drain, and that's rather annoying. 1 Cowboy because all rank 4 deck needs Cowboy. The 2 new rare extra deck staples in Ragnar Zero and Rhapsody and Berserk.
Rhapsody's broke. I would consider cutting Ragnar Zero, honestly.
Ragnar Zero is needed for everything that's like Bujin, Fire Fist, anything that just adds. Madolche, if they have their field spell up.
Oh
it's pretty good. And then Rhapsody and Berserk is just all around good. It stops, it messes with your opponent's graveyards.
It's even, at worst, an Armory Arm.
Yeah, at worst it's an armor. Yeah, it's the XZ version of Armory Arm. The 1 Mech Equip Engineer and the 1 Zen Mains. In this deck, personally, I find myself going into Zen Mains more. Even though I don't like Destruction, there's not really much I need to protect with Engineer.
They're both kind of alike, right?
They're very alike. 1 Black Rose. This is, I have 2 Synchros. That's it for the XCs, I guess, with those. But I have 2 Synchros in the form of Black Rose and Beret. Now, Black Rose is obviously to get rid of, to nuke the field, and then Beret is just to have a bigger body that I can sit on, and he can mess with the battle position of armor. I feel like this is what I would cut for an extra 101 if I wanted to play the extra 101. Either that or Engineer would probably get cut. More likely Engineer for the second 101 if I wanted to play it. But that's Geargia Traptrix Hands, and thank you for watching.
All right.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Whatever.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.